Okay, hello, good morning. Sorry, I just have to. Is this the same URL? No, it's not. Let's see. There we go. Tweet and retweet to web. Now. Cool. Okay, good morning. I started my day with we have something called coffee chats at CodeSandbox. It's kind of an automatic thing where we get well, not suggestions. We're told who we're going to have a coffee chat with. We book something in the calendar and we spend like 30 minutes just talking about stuff. Actually, it's really cool. And today's coffee chat became 1 hour, and like 5 minutes into it, it felt like it was 3 in the morning after an awesome assembly talking about the big questions of life, which is so funny. Like doing a coffee chat at 10:30 in the morning, and you talk about those kinds of things. Like, wow, what's the purpose of life, kind of thing. So that was fun. Anyways, I'm working on the collaboration stuff still, but we're getting very close because what we're doing now is that, yeah, you can see it here. We have this notification. The problem with the notification is that it has 3 actions. It has let's sync to the state of the client, let's sync to the state of the server, or just dismiss it. But the thing is, you might be typing when this notification is up. We don't want to handle any operations at that point. So we need to understand if that notification is being shown. But you might also dismiss the notification, which means that we're still out of sync, but you dismiss the notification. So I think, yeah, let's call it sync state. And let's just create a small state, some explicit states for this, because this is complicated enough for that. So let's call it sync state. So the state is either synced, which is the default. It can be notified out of sync. That might be a state. Or it might be out of sync. So we could also have state syncing. Because what we do when we have these explicit states is that when we're synced, we handle things as normal. If we are notified out of sync, we'll ignore any handling of operations, but we won't trigger the notification again. If we're out of sync, it means that we dismissed the notification, and we should ignore the events, but we should trigger the notification again, arguably. And then when you actually click client or server, that's an async operation. So we should be syncing at that time, and we should not handle any input or output. The editor should really be read-only as well while we are syncing. But this happens very, very quickly, and you're moving your mouse down and actually click the notification. So I think it will be good enough. And this like doesn't really happen in practice. So we're really, yeah. So let's say state synced. So what we want to do is I think we're going to actually switch on this .sync state .state. So we do this properly. So that means case is either synced, it can be notified out of sync, case out of sync, or case syncing. So when we are synced, we are going to run our logic. Why are you complaining? Oh yeah, it's because it's a fall through. I think we can just return this. So let's just look at this, because this tries stuff, and then we reset the model. Yeah. So this would be, this .sync state would now be, yeah, we're actually not going to store any information on this sync state. So we don't need to be, yeah, we can just do this. It was just if we had any related values. And then syncing. So this is, everything is really working now. It's just this freaking notification that I need to handle. And this is for the web editor, and then we need to handle it for VS Code as well. So when we're synced, also, if we are notified out of sync, we're not going to do anything, because we're waiting for the response. If we are out of sync, we are indeed going to reset the model again. And maybe we shouldn't call this reset model. We should call it okay, let's call it reset model. So if we're out of sync, we're going to reset the model again. And if we are syncing, we're not going to do anything with that operation. The problem here is if this occurs, we actually have a problem. Well, it depends. If you choose client, you want to sync with the client, and you produce an operation while syncing, we have a problem. But that should never happen. Or is that a problem? Yeah, it is a problem. But like, you would have to click client and then be able to type before we're able to fetch the contents of the file. Can I make a model? Yeah, no. I wonder if there's a way I can, yeah, I don't have access to like we have the model service. What do we have on this? Yeah, model service. Okay, make the editor read only. Text editor model. Yeah, there's no like read only here. because that doesn't really make sense either. So do we have something on the model service? Monaco editor. Yeah, I think like we can get, I think we're able to kind of get the editor from here or something. Yeah. Is choosing well, yeah, what we can do is that even when we yeah, wait, this is perfectly fine. So when we're syncing and the user types something in between, so what we do here, we set the value here after reset from client. So what we can do is await reset from client, and then we're actually going to set new content so that when we're done syncing, we ensure that whatever we wanted to sync is synced. Yeah. I think this is what we should do. And we can return here, and then these else's are typically unnecessary. Cool. So this is not new content, it's just because we might not have. This is really annoying. It really annoys me because it might say it doesn't have a document, but of course it has a document. Yeah, it's really annoying. Yeah, no matter. Let's just, oh, where were we? CSP model. Let's see, and I'm going to do toggle test. Where were we? Yeah, let's change these states. So so when we go and reset the model, we're going to say this sync state equals notified out of sync, and then blah blah blah. We're waiting for the response. So if okay, and then we say out of sync. No, we should call it syncing. No reset type. Out of sync. Okay, so if it's been disposed, the model, or if we don't have a file, or if we don't have any reset type, we're just going to say that this is out of sync. But if the reset type is client, we set the value, and then we say, now it's synced again. I kind of want to do let new content equals, I want to do this instead. And then we're going to say don't have to do this. Else we're going to say this can be a string or a void. Yeah, and we have to be careful here because the new value can actually be empty. You know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to say and then we're going to say new content equals server content. God damn it. I really hate this undefined. God damn it. Okay, so we're going to say new content equals type of server content. This is a string. Then we say server content, or we just keep it as new content. And then we set it. Yeah, I think this is better. And of course, this.sync state equals synced. So now we're back in business. And yeah, so now when we test this, I should be able to like toggle the test, trigger the notification. I should keep typing. That should be fine. And it doesn't trigger more notifications. And then I can dismiss the notification and it should be triggered again when I start typing. Yeah, let's just go through the scenarios here. So yeah, let's just toggle test. Did I write text? Seriously? I did. Okay, let's just toggle text now. Toggle text. Okay, so when I start typing now, we get this thing. I can continue. We only have a single model. If I dismiss it and we go back, it's triggered again. But now I can say client and we're synced again. Well, now I'm okay. So let's say client will toggle the text. False. Now what's interesting is that we're going to try. Now it's false. We're going to, let's see, toggle, god damn it, toggle. We're going to type something and then we're going to choose server. And then it moves back to false. Perfect. I think that's good. And I think we should, can I do that? Make a little video of this. I wonder if I can do that while we are recording. Let's see if it works. I can just use QuickTime. Well, I should use Loom for this. But let me turn off this stuff. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, start recording. Oh, so annoying. Sometimes it isn't able to like show an image of which screen it's. I guess it's desktop 1. Yeah, I want to proceed. And of course it records the wrong screen. No. Okay, so we're here. let's restart it. Yes, proceed. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, I guess that's good enough. So let's put that into the description here. Notifications in editor. Cool. I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about that. So we're going to remove this test. What's this? Test? Oh yeah, sorry, that was my but we didn't yeah. So I think we need to do the same thing when applying an operation. Or do we? Because the thing is, when we apply an operation, it will actually, this is what happens. I think, no, it doesn't necessarily happen. No, it does happen, yeah. So whenever we are I'm trying to reason about, like now we were creating outgoing operations. If I were to get an incoming operation that would fail to be applied to the model, we would reset the model. Which might have been dismissed. And if I were to get more incoming here, when we're out of sync, yeah, I think we need the same check here. So yeah, let's switch on this .sync state. We need to do that. If we are synced, we are going to do this thing. If we are notified out of sync, so we don't really do anything. Notified out of sync. If we are out of sync, we're not going to do anything. Yeah, and we can just add this, of course. Out of sync case syncing. Did I add syncing, by the way? Yeah. Okay, so let's comment this, because when we are synced, we will apply the operation, but we might try to reset the model. If we are out of sync, we could do the same here. We could reset the model. Yeah, I think we should do that. Or if we are syncing or notified of yeah, so that's also a case. Like, what if we get an operation while we are syncing, an incoming operation? that should technically not happen, because that has to do with order on the network. Like there's a chance exactly when you ask for the contents that we get an incoming operation, but that's like incredibly unlikely. So if we already have notified or we're syncing, we're not going to do anything here. Yeah, so we convert changes to Monaco, blah, blah, blah. We apply the operation. If something goes wrong during this operation to OT document, we reset the model. If we are out of sync while trying to apply or we get the change, we're going to reset the model, show the notification again. So this would, yeah. Yeah, let me comment. So this is a given. Synced, notified, out of sync. Will return out of sync. We are showing the notification. Out of sync, we dismissed the notification and are still out of sync. We are currently syncing. There is a tiny chance the user types something at this point, but no matter client server sync, we will replace the contents with the intended sync content. So that's not a problem. So again, if we are synced, we will just apply the operation. If we're out of sync, an incoming operation might arrive. We'll show the notification again. With incoming, yeah, it's a little bit. I wonder why we have. I don't think we should have apply operation. Is this being used anywhere else? This is confusing. No, this is the only place it's being used. Yeah, I think we should. It's confusing that it's called apply operation. Failsafe to prevent double execution of an operation. Okay, so we should really change this. So if this dot last received revision equals revision, then we don't do anything. Or else we're going to switch on this, and this can actually be up here. Let's see, we can keep this. Yeah, because it's confusing that it was called apply operation. Like, what the hell? Was it incoming operations or was it server operations? Now it's perfectly clear that this is server operations. Double execution of an operation due to race conditions. Can it? I think this is an unnecessary failsafe. That can't really, like, if you get an operation, incoming operation on the same revision, that's like, yeah, I think we should just remove this, because now we have this syncing stuff in the works. So let's just remove it. Oh yeah, now we don't even need the revision. If receiving incoming operations during syncing, what did I say? Receiving operations during syncing is not really possible, as messages are queued as VS WebSocket messages come in order. As WebSocket messages come in order. No matter the response holds the latest contents, which will be put into the editor. Notified out of sync. When showing notification, we just ignore all incoming operations. Yeah, okay, nice. Cool, I'm super happy about this. The one thing we need to check now is go to references. We don't need to pass the revision here. We don't need to pass the revision here. So we don't need to pass a revision here. We don't need to pass. Yeah. So handle operation. Where is this being used? This is here. So we don't actually need the revision. Cool. Let's run a type check on this. That's picture client, web, CodeSandbox v2, pm type check. And then we're going to move to actual VS Code, because we can't develop VS Code extensions on CodeSandbox. That would be kind of weird if that worked. Cool. Reset notification or out of sync documents. Cool. We're happy about that. This is a rather big PR, though it should be. It's 3 very specific places that we do stuff. It's in picture client, it's in the browser editor, and in the extension. I really need to put back I really should start using the review PR tool again. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can do that next time. Like I'm going to fix something in the review PR tool. We're going to remove that it force pushes and rather show a message that when you're done making the changes, you have to do that manually, because then we can use it as a task, and then it will be easier to get it done. Anyways. Cool. Okay, let's move into VS Code and do the same thing there. code. Are we on the beautiful Hodgkin git pull? Let's see. I have a session with Evis at 12:45. Just checking if he. It's interesting. Like we in the V1 codebase, we are using Overmind, and it's way more approachable in terms of adding new stuff, especially in the state of the client right now, because it's we're kind of in between something. Because actually our client is quite straightforward. It's just that we have some old stuff. Basically, it's just a bunch of hooks. Like if you want to add something new, you just add a new hook, which you consume. That's where logic is. And then we just have folders representing different like namespaces for hooks. But yeah, we used to have everything based on state machines, which wasn't a good idea. Not everything needs to be a state machine. Where were we? I'm going to restart the TS server here so that we have... Oh yeah, I need to build picture client. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here. I'm thinking we should just copy what we did really. We have something called private sync state. Let's give it a type. Synced, notified out of sync, syncing, or out of sync. And we are synced. Cool. So let's see, where are we going to handle this? Well, first of all, private reset document. Yes. Sync state equals notified out of sync, and then we need to write similar logic here for showing the notification. And what we want to do when we get an incoming operation is that we want to do the same thing. Like the tricky thing here is that there's quite a bit of stuff happening. Maybe we can clean this up first. So if we get an error applying this, we are now currently doing a lot of stuff we don't need to do. Yeah, we can actually remove all of this. Yeah, nice. We can just, did we have like a sentry capture thing here? Sentry capture error. Yeah, so we don't need that recover operation anymore. Oh yeah. And then this dot reset document. What's not able to apply, sir? Okay. Yeah, we'll just reset the document. When we're processing a change, we are going to yeah, this dot reset document. Okay, so let's implement the actual checks here. So when we are in this is the actual code. Switch this dot sync state. Synced. When we are synced, this is what we're going to do. We're going to return from that. And then we have notified out of sync. We have syncing. And we have out of sync. So in the case of VS Code, when we have notified out of sync and we are getting operations in, we don't want to do anything. Return. If we are syncing, we don't want to do anything either. Oh. And if we are out of sync, we definitely don't want to do anything. Which means we can move this and remove this. We do not apply any incoming operations unless synced. Well, sorry, sorry. Notifying out of sync or is syncing. If user types while syncing, the contents will be overridden with the initial contents of the document with a time of sync click. And if we're out of sync, we actually want to reset. Yeah, reset. Cool. And then we have, that's the dirty thing. And then we have this whole thing where this now is what we want to do when we're synced. Case synced. And then so when we are notified out of sync, we're not going to deal with it. If we are syncing, yeah, it's basically the same. Notified out of sync and syncing, we're not going to deal with it. And then if we are out of sync, we're going to reset the document. So let's comment here as well. So the user dismissed. Well, that's the thing here. Like, you can't really dismiss a notification here. Yeah, interesting. You cannot really dismiss a notification here. The user dismissed. Like, it doesn't really make sense to dismiss it. Yeah, I think we should just drop the... Or you can dismiss it, right? Yeah. And the user dismissed the notification. And we are still out of sync. Cool. We do not apply any, while not filling out blah blah blah. That's okay. And then user dismissed the and so so in the case of on the incoming operation, we ignore incoming operations while showing notification. We also ignore them while syncing, though this can really not happen due to WebSocket message order. No matter, the contents of the editor will be replaced. At end of sync. Cool. So now when we reset the document, I think we can, maybe we should just copy the logic we already have. Of course. Where is it? It's the CSB model. Where are you? Yeah, I'm not really good at, like, we have this amazing command palette, but I'm not using it. Let's see. Private async. Okay, so how the hell do we show VS Code extension show notification? I have no idea how to do that. I guess it's a warning. Oh. Oh my god. Warning. Whatever. Oh. Warning. Show warning message. Hey. What happened? Show warning message. Where do we, is it like VS Code? Notifications? No. Where do we call it? This is what I don't like. Why? Without examples, like now, this is so typical. Going into documentation that's very API driven, not example driven. It's like, okay, show warning message. And now I can't like, oh, window. Is that on VS Code? Show warning message. Cool. Regardless, my point still stands. It was just a coincidence that I understood that, oh, we have window here, and kind of infer that, just even understanding that it's VS Code .window.show warning message. If they just have one freaking example. Anyways, so show warning message. And that would be the file name is out of sync. What did I write in the other one? Editor feature. Please choose how to resolve. Please choose how to resolve. Yeah, and then it's items. A set of items that will be rendered as actions. So the extent. Oh, okay, interesting. But what if it's, yeah, T or undefined? Yeah, it kind of works the same. So we're going to say client or server. And then we should be able to just say client server. Notification result. So we have the same, well, reset type, we can call it that. Isn't it strings? Did I misunderstand? Oh, it's, oh, interesting. Get text. So yeah, we have to await. Where do we get file from? We don't. What the hell? Where did I get the file from? Oh, I removed that, didn't I? So the file is really picture doc. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, file. Okay, so we can do this. Yeah, and then it will be this VS Code doc set. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, how do you I don't think you can actually like replace the text in the same way. Yeah, let's see. What the fuck? Text editor edit. I guess we have to use. Okay, let's insert. Extension replace file content. I think I have an example. What the fuck? Yeah, this is. There is something called. Oh, sorry. So we have something called. We don't need to do this. Oh yeah, new edits would be. I think there's something called replace. Range. Yeah, I think this is what we need to do. The problem though is this probably fires off an event. But I guess, yeah, we can await that and it will be ignored. Yeah, exactly. So that should be good. Where the hell? So we don't say we're synced until we have applied that edit. And let's save it. So edit, replace. New content. Now the thing is, we have to say. I'm going to see if I can find that. He pointed to a place in the live share code. This is old stuff. Live share. Can I find live share? Okay. It has to be. Oh yeah, live share. Where is the replace Clear local changes, workspace, open text document. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, replace. So there's a T. What the hell is T? Oh, the document. And then N. Okay. Okay, this is the thing we want. So this would actually be validate range, new VS Code range, range. Cool. So we edit and then we say we are synced. This is it, really. So we can actually make this trigger using the same mechanism. So let's, are we in the actual VS Code extension folder? No, we are not. Where did I put that? Here we are. Okay, so terminal, pm build. So we need to make a small video of this as well. Yeah, by the way, I have to force it to happen. So we're going to, on incoming operation, we are actually going to operation retain like 50. Yeah, we can even do, yeah, let's just do it here. That's going to fail. So let's build that and let's try it. Thank you for that. So we'll do the same test here. If we can get things up and running. Okay, let's do the infamous blah blah branch. We have a package JSON here. It's empty. The file project CodeSandbox applications package JSON is out of sync. Please choose how to resolve, and we'll dismiss it. And then pops up again. If I type multiple times, nothing happens. We are now going to say that the client is the truth there. I guess, yeah, like it's saved and stuff. I guess it's okay. I can open the file again. Yeah. And then we're going to try to remove one, but it fails. So if we choose server now, it should put back the other content. Beautiful. And we are happy about that. The only thing I don't like is that it saves when I click the notification. But that is because we are saving on out of focus. Yeah, can't do much about that. Cool, but we wanted to actually test this. What's interesting though is that with VS Code, you can still I can still do this. Oh, interesting. Why didn't it fail? Hey, why aren't these operations failing? Did I get an error? Yeah, that's okay. Those are wrong. But did I get an error when... reset document. Oh, why wasn't I able to get it back up? That should have happened. Oh, there it is. That was weird. But yeah, my point is I can still like change and save and stuff. Okay. Let's do a tiny video here as well. Start recording. Yes, proceed. Cool. I'm happy. Nice. Let's close this. And yeah, let's finish it up here. Retain 50. Let's remove that. I guess one thing we should do here, of course, extension. We should just double check that it actually works. I think I did it, but I can't remember. So let's just do it again. Ah, what the hell? Hello, extension. You're the one I want to debug. Do I have the blah blah branch here? Blah blah test. Let's see. CodeSandbox application. Blah 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 blah. Where are you? Blah blah test. Freaking rock solid. It's amazing. Really is amazing. Yeah. Sweet. Let's get close this one. Implement out of sync notification. Okay, let's push that, and now let's take a look at our PR. I hope it's not too horrible. It currently holds the new will be removed when we publish new. what I did here. This is nice. I get to wrap this up before the next session. What I did here. Project, let's call it editor. Now passing a new function to Monaco editor, which allows us to trigger a notification that returns a promise of the result of that notification. Introduced a sync state to handle the complexity of dismissing, not showing notification again if already shown, dismissing it and show it again, syncing, etc. Introduce a sync state to CSV model to handle the complexity of not showing notification again if already shown, dismissing it, and show it unless dismissed, while not while syncing, etc. Implemented the actual reset mechanism where we new reset from client and server functionality of picture client. Basically did the same for VS Code. Here is a video showing it in action. What do we call it? Do we call it document, or is it text document watcher? Okay. Showing the notification and here is a video showing it off. It is incredibly difficult to test this. There is no good way to test this, as operations are now very predictable. What I could do is I could like introduce, at least for a browser editor, I could introduce, we have this debugging tool which we could use, but then you wouldn't be able to test. We don't have that for VS Code. You can test this by just adding a random retain to apply client operation on the OT document. Found, yeah, editor is code. Let's see. Let me go and find those. How do I look at the actual branch here? Yeah. So for VS Code, it would be source, live, documents, apply client operation. And then for the editor, it would be web CodeSandbox v2. Yeah, I should really use that. Anyways, I don't care. So this would be in environment interface, Monaco editor, browser implementation, where we have model, CSP model. File, apply operation. Okay, let's take a look at files changed, see how horrible this is. So picture message handler, I just put this to the main promise because unwrap does not need to create this then when it is called, avoiding duplicate. Cool, blah blah blah. Ignore this file. It will be imported from CodeSandbox picture common. Yeah, and then we have document. Yeah, we're just using operation here. Oh yeah. We are able to reset blah blah blah. Yeah, it's interesting how we still do the file resync. Yeah, but that's perfectly fine. Blah blah blah. Oh, what the hell? Should I keep it? Why did I write hee there? Okay, I'll keep it. It's a nice artifact of my mental state. Cool. Blah blah blah. Yeah, this is just updating the tests. Oh, this should be removed. This was from a test. Yeah, let's just commit suggestion. Oh my god. This is the thing, right? If this was done, if we do this review in CodeSandbox, I could just remove that text and like continue reviewing. It's going to be amazing when we get that in there. We'll get the current run reset. It returns the current contents, which should be updated in the code editor. We'll get the current contents and picture reset to that state and apply the current editor contents as a diff operation on top. Yeah. Ignore this file. Cool. Blah blah. Yeah, so oh yeah, there's more. Not used yet, but will be. This hook is not used yet, but will be. I had to add callback to alert notifications as well. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Reset model. This is like, I really like this code. It's very, very explicit. Cool. Yeah, that's just legacy picture. Okay, but I think this is not too bad. Like, the main problem is really testing it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do I have it open? Temp. The hell did we call it? Run. Do we have a format thing here? No. I thought we had. Oh. formatting, commit and push. Cool. So this is actually ready for review now. And I think I'll invite Jasper, Evis, and also Alex, I think. Cool. I'll ask for request of review here. And I'm going to oh, was that applications utility? Let's see. The steps here is to I have videos and suggested approach on sync notification to test actual collab. You kind of just have to go crazy with typing in cool. Okay, I'm like, this took some time, but I'm proud of the work done here. I really am. Like, it's the way it works now, it's like super solid. We even have that notification in place. It's really, really cool. How did it look, the video? Oh, that wasn't the video. Hopefully those videos make sense. Like, it's a little bit hard to reason about. Oh. Yeah. It's pretty good. Okay, so I have yeah, I'm just about to go into a session. Well, that's amazing timing. Okay, I'm going to stop the stream. I won't be streaming until tomorrow. I think. So we can rather talk more then. But yeah, this was nice. Have a nice day. Bye bye.